Okay, so let me know if you guys can hear me okay, and who's here. I see you're here, Bonnie. I don't know who's in on our other group. What if I can get them both up at the same time? Wouldn't that be funny? Let's just see. Probably not. But anyway, I don't know the easiest way to handle this today since it's all over the place. But I will just keep trying. How's that? I don't see anybody's coming in on Zoom actually. And that's all right too. I see Shakia is here. Hi, Shakia. I see I've got a couple of notes from you. I need to talk to you for a second anyway when we get through. And nice. All right. So the Zoom link is here and active if you want to come in and talk. Otherwise, we're going to do it all live streaming in both of these Facebook groups. Yes. So how do y'all like my background? How do you like her? Our imagination connects us to our state desired. And of course, it's by Neville Goddard. Isn't she pretty? Look at that. I really, really, really liked it a lot. Let's see if I can get over to the other group. Hold on. So I can keep up with everyone best as I can. No promises. That's the fun part, isn't it? There it is. All righty. So, wonderful. No promises. Yep. We don't need a sound. We don't need sound. But we need to get it smaller again. There. All right. I don't know how I can tell if what's going on. Can see and hear just fine. Perfect. Thank you, Bonnie. Thank you so much. So this morning when I was in my study group, I got some big, interesting aha information about imagination, and that's what connects us to our Creator, connects us to our divine creative self. And every day I come up with 3 to 10 things that I want to address, my most important things for the day. And yesterday I decided to put to visualize, to imagination. Put imagination as number 1, the most important priority to do, because that's going to form your whole world, your whole ideal of what it is that you want, because you will be creating it, and you have to visualize it long enough where you feel like you're in it. And so you visualize it as it's completed. Whatever your desire is, whatever your result is, you start making the picture in your mind that it's as it is, as it's going to be, as you want it to be when it's realized, when it's finalized, when you have the result. And you hold to that image and hold to that image until you get the feeling in your heart. You will get an emotional impact from it. And then your body is in line with that frequency, because the body's controlled by mind and by feeling. It's going to be so important that we start really paying attention to how we have overlooked the importance of what our imagination does. So I have what I want to read today a little bit is from A Power of Awareness, of course by Neville, since he's the one that's helping me with imagination. And of course my studies in Thinking into Results. We have a whole 2-week study and more that is built coming up to it, through it, and then after it for you to get your results. But this one is Chapter 5, The Truth That Sets You Free. And it says, the drama of life is a psychological one in which all the conditions, circumstances, and events of your life are brought to pass by your assumptions. Since your life is determined by your assumptions, you are forced to recognize the fact that you are either a slave to your assumptions or their master. To become the master of your assumptions is the key to undreamed of freedom and happiness. You can attain this mastery by deliberate, conscious control of your imagination. You determine your assumptions in this way. Form a mental image, a picture of the state desired, of the person you want to be. Concentrate your attention upon the feeling that you already are that person. First, visualize the picture in your consciousness. Then feel yourself to be in that state as though it actually formed your surrounding world. By your imagination, that which was a mere mental image is changed into a seemingly solid reality. The great secret is a controlled imagination and a well-sustained attention firmly and repeatedly focused on the object to be accomplished. It cannot be emphasized too much that by creating an ideal within your mental sphere, by assuming that you are already that ideal, you identify yourself with it and thereby transform yourself into its image. This was called by the ancient teachers subjection to the will of God, or resting in the Lord. And the only true test of resting in the Lord is that all who do rest are inevitably transformed into the image of that in which they rest. You become according to your resigned will, and your resigned will is your concept of yourself and all that you consent to and accept as true. You, assuming the feeling of your wish fulfilled and continuing therein, take upon yourself the results of that state. Not assuming the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you are ever free of the results. So it's your choice. Are you going to actually practice and dust off and pull out of the cobwebs your imagination and start living in your imagined world of what you want to see happen for you, and only hold to that imagination, assuming that it's done for you, already completed? Does that make sense? When you understand the redemption function of imagination, you hold in your hands the key to the solution of all your problems. This is nothing to mess around with. This is serious, and this is true. Every phase of your life is made by the exercise of your imagination. Determined imagination alone is the means of your progress, of the fulfilling of your dreams. It is the beginning and end of all creating. The great secret is a controlled imagination and a well-sustained attention firmly and repeatedly focused on the feeling of the with fulfilled until it fills the mind and crowds out all other ideas and circumstances. It crowds them straight out of the consciousness. What greater gift could be given you than to be told the truth that will set you free? The truth that sets you free is that you can experience in imagination what you desire to experience experience in reality. And by maintaining this experience in imagination, your desire will become your actuality. You are limited only by your controlled imagination and lack of attention to the feeling of your wish fulfilled. When the imagination is not controlled and the attention not steadied on the feeling of the wish fulfilled, then no amount of prayer or piety or invocation will produce the desired effect. See, it's up to you. The answers are within you, right up here, right in here when you start to imagine and you connect with your I am source of divine consciousness. When you can call up at will whatsoever image you please, when the forms of your imagination are as vivid as to you as the forms of nature, you are master of your fate. Now, this is a serious lesson. He's got a little, looks like a poem here. It says, visions of beauty and splendor, forms of a long lost race, sounds and faces and voices from the fourth dimension of space. And on through the universe boundless, our thoughts go lightning shod. Some call it imagination. Some call it God. Well, that didn't take long. But did you get the importance of the imagination? It's not just a make-believe, made-up thing. It is one of our creative, higher mental faculties that connect us to the truth of what we are, to our divine, perfect, spiritual DNA, of which everything is already inside of us. We just use the right higher mental faculty to access it, and it starts with imagination. So what do y'all think? How'd that go? Pretty cool, huh? I can't tell that anybody's saying anything, but that's okay too. I thought it was important. I feel like it's part of what we need to be focusing on, and it's really all the whole thing. Bonnie says, makes perfect sense. Lovely reading. Imagination is our connection to creation. Yep, it sure is. It absolutely is. So I won't keep us any longer. Let me see if I got somebody trying to post on our other group, the group we're supposed to be in for our Tidbits Tuesday, which I'm not sure. But it's gone in here. It is recorded in our Facebook group, in both of them. So comment, let me know what you think. Let's do an exercise with your imagination this week and give me in the comments next week when we talk, how did it go for you? It should be super, super easy because it's fun to play in your imaginary world. So have at it. Don't let anything stop you. Don't let anything control you. Don't look to anything outside of yourself for answers. You have it. Shape it, form it, mold it, build it, sit with it, tweak it, hold it strongly in your imagination till you can taste it, touch it, see it, feel it, hear it. Make sure you do it exactly how you want it to be, because what you do put in that imagination of yours is what's going to show up. You want to show up what you want, always for your highest good. Okay, everyone? Yay! Thanks for being with me. I know it's short, but Neville, These little paragraphs, these little chapters in Neville's books are not very long, but they are power-packed, and they are really some amazing things for us to look at. So, I love you, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye for now. See you.